Hi, it's Chrissy, and I'm back again. I want to talk about an experience I had last week at work, and this is a good experience. We had a over 1,000 person attendee conference at work. It wasn't entirely us throwing it, but me and I was part of a very big team that worked on this conference and had been working on it for over a year. And it was one of those projects that somebody said, hey, we have this conference, who wants to help with it? And it seemed like a really good idea at the time. And as time went on, I wondered what the heck I got myself into. But I survived it. Not only did I survive it, I felt like it was this great experience for me. So first thing was I was helping with registration. So I got to meet a lot of people who are registering. And despite the initial lines, actually everybody's pretty friendly. So it was interesting as the days went on, and I recognized a lot of faces. Sometimes I didn't remember why, but I'd seen so many faces through registration, or even just walking by the registration desk, that when I looked around, I recognized almost everybody there. So that was kind of neat, and not something that you commonly get at a conference with over 1,000 people. So there was that. I also found it really stretched me. I can be an introvert at times, and so randomly talking to strangers is not really my thing. But I found that this was a place where I was totally fine, especially easy, like, hey, can I see your driver's license? And, oh, welcome from California, or wherever, they're from, or, oh, hey, I know somebody from there. It was, kind of, there was a lot of, it's very common ground that you could sort of start a conversation with. And so that was really neat, and it carried on throughout the week. I felt like it really stretched me because it's not my normal day-to-day thing, but I felt like the environment and the place and what I was doing made it so much easier than if I thought about doing that. The other thing that I did was I somehow also got myself suckered into putting together a panel, and it was a headache from like day one, just trying to coordinate everybody, get everybody together and stuff. And it was one of those projects where I just kept saying, it's all gonna work out fine. It's all gonna work out fine. Every time something went wrong, it's gonna be okay. Just go with it. It's gonna be okay. And it went really well. And I at one point had considered having somebody else moderate my panel. And then I was like, no, I'm doing most of this work, pulling all these people together. This is my opportunity to actually take a stage. And I didn't have to do a ton of speaking because I was moderating, but I did a little bit of speaking. I had some really distinguished people. It was an honor to bring them together and have them on stage together. I don't know if I ever would have met them in any type of setting other than that. So that was another place where I totally got to expand myself, and as stressful, and it was really not, it was good stress. It was eustress. It was like an adrenaline rush type of stress. It was really good. It really felt like I pushed out of my comfort zone the whole time I was there, and then I came home for the weekend, and I've been kind of quiet, and now I'm like, I can relax a little bit, sort of. But yeah, so this was one of those things I kind of, it sounded like a really good idea, and then it sounded like a really bad idea. But I did it anyway, and I'm so glad I did it. I'm not going to say that I want to go and do another conference next week, but I'm not nearly as scared or freaked out at the concept of doing one in the future, or working on one. And I also have so much more appreciation for people who plan conferences and are part of conference planning teams. I will be so nice to them forever. I mean, not that I was ever mean to them, but I'm going to like hug them and kiss them, but not inappropriately. Because it is a lot of work, a lot of stress, and you just, things are going to work out okay, but you don't know if they're going to work out okay or fabulous. And I hope my conference came out more on the fabulous side, but I was only one person, so, but I heard really good things, and it was so much fun. I hope I get an opportunity to do something like that again, maybe on a slightly smaller scale though. And so it just reminds me that those things that scare you, those things that freak you out, that seem like really insurmountable, do them anyway. They will make you grow as a person, and you'll grow. Just grow. Be like a flower in the summer and grow. Or my mother's fern, she bought for like $10. It's like growing like, oh God, growing like a weed, but growing like a giant fern, unexpectedly. So, grow, do things, go out of your comfort zone and become a stronger, better, more confident person. Thanks.